This is Fox 25 Morning News.
You know, most guys, some women often use that phrase, good man, to describe someone. You know, that so-and-so, he's a good man. But what does that mean? And what is a good man, especially in 21st century America? In the new book, The Good Men Project, Real Stories from the Front Lines of Modern Manhood, men from all walks of life have written essays about the defining moments in their lives. It also comes with a DVD, and all the proceeds benefit the Good Men Foundation. Joining us this morning with more on this fascinating look at what men are thinking, saying, and feeling is Tom Matlack, the co-editor of the Good Men Project. Tom, we appreciate you coming in this morning. Give us an idea of where this all gets started. Was this sort of a case where men needed to vent to each other or see how they reacted to certain things and say, well, you know what, if you're doing it that way and I'm doing it that way, then we're okay?
Well, we kind of think that men right now are at a turning point, and that either, you know, just under the surface or not so under the surface, you know, men are trying to figure out what's really important. And we have 31 essays in the book about being a good father, good husband, good worker, good son. And we think because the economy has put a lot of men out of work, we're still fighting in these wars overseas, and we have expectations of us as fathers and sons that continue to increase, and we're supposed to be showing up for our kids and showing up for our wives, that men are struggling, as women have for decades, as to how to juggle all this.
Is it a good first sign and a big first step for men to be even willing to talk about this type of stuff?
Well, you know, that was the thing that started off for James Houghton and myself, my partner, who actually we had been running a venture capital firm. We talked to our friends who you'd think would be the most resistant, guys who were investment bankers, guys who worked in finance, and they were talking about this issue. And then we said, hey, well, why don't we get as diverse a group of men as we possibly can and see what's common about their experience, whether you grew up in the Midwest and are trying to take custody of a child, whether you're fighting in a foreign war, whether you're a venture capitalist. You know, what does it mean to be a man in this day and age?
My father's generation would not be even willing to talk about anything emotionally, whether it be with work, family, and you name it. Where did we make the turn, do you think, where guys started to say, you know what, I do have these feelings, and I need to talk to people, I need to express them, and I need to know how other people are feeling too about some of the same stuff? One
of the things that we kind of came to, and maybe your father would be comfortable with, is that men don't really want to use the emotional vocabulary that would end them up on Oprah's couch, but they do like to tell stories. They like to tell stories about heroism. And so all the 31 men in our book and the 10 men actually in our film are heroes of some sort. They could be heroes because they're dealing with a child who has autism, or they could be heroes because they're in Iraq doing heroic things. But they're just telling stories of their experience. And we think that men are actually much more comfortable telling and listening to stories than talking about, you know, their feelings.
Right.
But it's still those turning points.
And the important thing here, too, is there's no really one way to define it. Good men. It's all encompassing. There are a variety of ways you can define that.
So our whole thing, and we have this whole discussion online at goodmenproject.org, but our whole point of view is that each man comes to their own conclusions about what it means to be a good man. But one way to do that is to listen to other men who inspire you. And so the 31 men in the book and the 10 guys in the film, I'm selfish. They all inspire me. I want to go hang out with them.
It's a great thing, though, that men are looking to others and are interested in doing the right thing.
Well, I think men are searching for answers at this point. Yeah. And so we've kind of tapped into this upswell of men saying, hey, you know, if I was an investment banker on Wall Street or I just got laid off at GM, I'm kind of waking up in the morning, looking in the mirror and saying, what happened? What happened? What's important to me? Should I be staying home with my kids? Should I be spending all my time, you know, with my wife? Or should I be going out and trying to, you know, continue my professional life?
The men are not, all of a sudden, not as self-centered or narcissistic as maybe years past.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. But men are taking a look.
Let's rein that in a little.
But men are taking a harder look at what's important to them. And so many men who maybe thought, you know, in years past that it was all about work, are more open to saying, hey, I want to stay home with my kids. We have a story of Charlie LaDuff, who is a Pulitzer Prize-winning author for the New York Times, who said, it was in Iraq, said, you know, time out. I'm just going to go home to Detroit and hang out with my daughter. It's better than getting blown up.
Right.
So, yes, men are looking hard.
And quickly, the DVD, the film that comes with this, tell us what that's going to see. That's 10 people as opposed to the...
Correct. So we have 31 guys in the book.
Including Andre Tippett.
Including Andre Tippett. We were at Belmont Hill yesterday. And then we have 10 guys in the DVD. We have the online at goodmenproject.org. And then we have these events around the country going on. And all proceeds go to our foundation.
And which helps Boys and Girls Clubs.
We think the discussion amongst men is also related to the fact that there's so many boys at risk in our country who either don't have role models or in many cases don't have fathers. And so all the royalties from the book and the DVD go to our foundation, which supports blue chip organizations like Boys and Girls Club and Big Brothers Big Sister, who help those boys who need this message.
Well, Tom, you're certainly on to something here, I think. There's no question about that, and I know it's going very well. So continued success. Congratulations on the Good Men Project. And again, all that stuff's online if you want to find out more as well. We appreciate you stopping by this morning.
Thank you so much, Gene, for having me.
Okay, we've got to take a break. We'll continue in just a moment.